Hello, and thanks for joining me. Here is your science news update for February 15th, 2026. Okay, let's dive right in. Our top story tonight is a real cosmic head-scratcher, something that's making scientists rethink how stars die. We're talking about a massive star that just vanished. So picture this. A giant star about 2.5 million light-years away in the Andromeda galaxy just winks out of existence. Astronomers actually watched this happen. For years, they saw it getting brighter, and then it just faded away into nothing. It's a huge deal because it basically challenges our fundamental understanding of how stars are supposed to end their lives. So the big question is, how does a star just die without that big final bang? Well, researchers think they've captured the first clear evidence of a super rare event. This star didn't go out in a brilliant supernova, it just fizzled out. It's a process they're calling direct collapse, and it's pretty mind-bending. The idea is that this star was just so massive, so heavy, that its own gravity became completely overwhelming. So instead of exploding outwards, it imploded inwards, collapsing directly into a black hole. And here's the wild part. The proof for this silent stellar death wasn't even new. The data was just sitting there, hidden in a public NASA archive for years before anyone noticed. It's a great reminder that some of the biggest events in the universe can happen without any fanfare at all. All right, let's zoom in from the cosmic scale way in to the world of human health. There are some really incredible breakthroughs happening there too. First up, something that could be a total game changer in reproductive health. Scientists at Michigan State University have had a major breakthrough that might, just might, pave the way for a non-hormonal male birth control pill. So here's how it works. They've found a specific enzyme that's basically like the on switch for sperm. It gives them that final jolt of energy they need to fertilize an egg. The idea is, if you can temporarily flip that switch off, you could have an on-demand, reversible birth control that doesn't mess with hormones. Pretty clever, right? Okay, next up, a huge global effort is kicking off to tackle a massive medical mystery. You know, the 80% of diseases that aren't just down to our genes. It's being called the Human Exposome Project. And think of it this way. You remember the Human Genome Project, right? That mapped our DNA, the nature part of our health. Well, this new project is all about mapping the nurture side. Every environmental and chemical exposure we have over our entire lives. This could absolutely revolutionize how we understand, prevent, and treat all sorts of chronic diseases. Hey, if you want to stay on top of stories like these, it would be a huge help if you take a second to like this and subscribe for more updates. It really helps us keep these coming. Now, we have a pretty concerning development coming from the most remote place on the planet, Antarctica. For the first time ever, the highly pathogenic H5N1 bird flu has been confirmed there, and it's already causing a mass die-off of wildlife. So far, more than 50 skuas have been found dead, which officially confirms the virus has arrived. And this is a really big deal because it poses a huge threat to Antarctica's incredibly fragile ecosystems, which have been totally isolated from viruses like this for millennia. And finally, let's look at the tech frontier and the future of computing power. Get this, researchers have built computers that are actually modeled after the human brain. And they've just proven these neuromorphic computers can solve incredibly complex physics simulations. And this is a task that, until now, we thought was only possible using massive, energy-guzzling supercomputers. It's a huge potential breakthrough because these brain-inspired machines are not only great at certain kinds of math, they use way less power to do it. So what does that mean for us? Well, this could open the door to creating unbelievably powerful AI that doesn't need a power plant to run. We're talking about a revolution in things like climate modeling, drug discovery, you name it. And that's it for this science news update. We'll have another update for you in 24 hours.